Thanks. Thank you very much. Now for something completely different. We're going to try this. You'll be the first and probably only audience to ever hear this. I want to send it out to Mark Zuckerberg. No, this came up as a Facebook memory for me. A poem that I wrote on this day in 2021, which was the day of the Biden inauguration. And I thought I want to read it. There's a lot of things have happened since then. But
wait, so can I also share that this song I wrote the day of marriage equality announcement, 2015, after Obama's little speech there. There is a lot of talk about flags. What is your flag? Have you a flag? Where is your flag? Rainbows and swastikas, stars and bars. There are a lot of flags. In Germany now, they don't fly their flag. It's wrong somehow, it feels wrong. When I was a young man, I went to London, and when I came home, I bought a flag, an American flag, and I hung it on my wall.
May this, the 21st second of the 21st hour of the 21st day of the 21st year in the 21st century, be the day that we finally act as adults. 21, the century is of drinking age. And it feels like the pimple of puberty has finally burst. And we can all feel the pressure wane on this, the first full day of a new administration. There is a great weight lifted. May the era where adults making adolescent allegations return to the juvenile oblivion from whence they came, if it were only true. And this morning, a lighter air creeped in through the crannies beneath my windowsill, the curtain drawn back, revealing a polite dusting of snow, softening the hard angles of this long wintertide torrent. The world seems better somehow, but it is not just the monumental changing of the guards that the world has long wanted and now witnessed, but the fissures that divide this state, this country, this world have, for a moment, come a little closer together. The world for a moment is a smaller place, and a smaller planet means both scientifically and poetically a lighter gravity. And it is hard to deny, but deny they will. But again, I say, let the era of allegations introduced as evidence, corroborated with nothing, return to the oblivion from which it came.
History is written by men with degrees.
The weight that has been lifted.
And the people they know, and the places they go, and the news they read, and their media feed is curated, captioned, and quoted, and wrong, and right sometimes too, and right sometimes too. But in all of those hours, in all of that time, so few thought to question the party line. What's new becomes old, and what's old becomes cool, and what's cool becomes lame. That's how it goes, it always has. I'm not gonna change.
The weight that has been lifted,
I'm not gonna change.
is not the absence of some great orange meanie,
I'm not gonna change.
or the presence of some silver senior
I'm gonna transform.
having to step in
We can transform.
to mediate between warring factions.
I'm gonna transform.
It is that there is an attempt
We can transform.
at mediation
We
at
can
all.
transform.
And an olive branch was born by a pop star whose operatic oration declared our flag was still there. And the ghost of Woody Guthrie drifted down to Mexico to hop a northbound boxcar bound for the border to sing Esta Tiara, Es tu tiara, Esta Tiara, Es mi tiara. And the redneck in all of us removed our cowboy hats as we sang a song written by a slave trader at the dawn of his epiphany. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. And a skinny black girl descended from those very same slaves and raised by a single mother reminded us to close the divide. And as the divide closes, the world becomes a smaller place and a smaller planet, both scientifically and poetic, means a lighter gravity. There is a great weight lifted. And gravity is a hard, unflinching, empirical fact that guides the tides while falsehoods flirt with floods. And today, a collective sigh of relief has been exhaled into our N95 masks, fogging our glasses, leaving us dizzy, knowing the high water of hogwash was the Al-Qaeda attack on democracy. And we saw falsehood in the full light of day, dancing like the Grateful Dead, gussied up in Maurice Sendak garb, complete with Viking horns and tribal tattoos, chanting QAnon fantasies, a blizzard of bullshit from atop the dais in the Senate chamber of our own soul. And from that vantage point, we saw that the bar set by the Trump era was so low it resembled a tripwire. And both sides of the political divide agreed. Let the wild Trumpus begin.
It's a good day for freedom. It's a good day for love. There is God in the future. There's sunlight above. There are still friends around me. There are friends lost at sea. Friends are buried below me. Friends are buried in dreams. And the lovers I carried, I know they carried me. And my mother I carried, I know she carried me.
And so the wild Trumpus came to an end for a moment. Because being the United States of at least we're not Donald Trump is not enough. And yes, well, at the time our new leader has an imperfect record. And we could expect no less than an imperfect future. But for now, I will enjoy the lighter air as I float upon the balloon of hope and trust our new imperfect president believes what he said then so perfectly. May we lead not through the example of our power, but through the power of our example.
Take time to read the writing on the wall. Take time to read the writing on the wall.
Thank you.